For over 4 years, Mary Ellen has been living full-time out of her 2005 Chevy Uplander minivan. She has everything a sticks and bricks home would have, just in a different format, and she wouldn't have it any other way. Her van features a bed over storage bins, a fridge, rear storage, plug-and-play solar with portable panels, and an outdoor kitchen. If you've been dreaming of getting on the road, but you aren't able to get a cargo van built out, or maybe you just don't want to drive something that big, you may want to consider a no-build minivan like Mary Ellen's.
Hello, I'm Mary Ellen Talacia. I'm a full-time nomad on the road 4.5 years. And my blog is cosmicnomadvoyager.com, and I also have a Facebook page, Cosmic Nomad Voyager. This is the book I wrote, I think the first year I was on the road, Wild Women on the Road, a woman's guide to nomadic freedom in the modern age. And it's kind of inspirational, memoir, practical, encouragement for women who are thinking about getting on the road or are on the road. I did write a humorous book, Top 10 Lists for Nomads, the mostly lighter side of nomadic living. And I just made an outdoor life creative journal for campers, nature lovers, nomads, and wanderers. And it has blank pages and for your journaling. And all of these are found on Amazon. I am full-time in a 2005 Chevy Uplander minivan for 4.5 years. This is where I live. I have everything I need in here, everything that I need to be comfortable. My bed, of course. I have storage under the bed. Most of my clothes are under there, which I have purged many times, gotten rid of clothes. And actually, I have let go of a lot of things so I can fit in this little small space here. I have everything that you would need in a regular house, in a sticks and bricks. And I guess that's how I kind of figured, okay, I'm going to be cooking, I'm going to be sleeping, I need to do hygiene. So I have all of that in my living space in my minivan. I do cook outside. I have food storage in the back, some of my kitchen stuff in the back. And then I have the table outside with the stove, and I do have a little stove that I can cook in here sometimes when the weather is not great. I finally upgraded to solar, and I have a 16-quart Alpacool. It's an actual refrigerator that runs off a Jackery battery and is powered by solar. The Jackery is powered by solar. And that was a great upgrade because I was doing the Yeti, a little Yeti cooler with ice, and having to run around and get ice, and having my food spoil and drown in the water. So that has been a big upgrade. And I guess I would say if you can swing it, you know, try to do a little bit of solar to start out with, because I didn't do that. I just did that this past year.
So tell us more details about your solar.
So I have 200-watt solar panels. They're portable panels. I don't have anything mounted. I have a small 300-watt rock pal, and then I have a 500-watt Jackery. So I can charge both of these. I can charge the rock pal and the Jackery on the 2 solar panels. And that's what I use to keep going. It keeps the fridge going, and any small appliances, phone, laptop, anything like that. I so wanted to do this. It was such a drive to get on the road and live like this. But then you reach a point where the fear kind of steps in, and you start questioning, can I do this? Am I crazy? And that's kind of the hurdle, one of the first hurdles to get through. And I would say, you know, that's just your brain trying to keep you safe. And if you can get through that and get out here and start doing it, you will figure it out, and you will find the strength and realize how capable you are. I think that's what it does for women when we start living like this. We realize what we're capable of, and finding that community too that supports us and helps us. I mean, I couldn't have figured all this out without community and people's ideas along the way. giving me ideas on how to do this.
Yeah.
My bed is just a piece of plywood that is laying over storage bins, and the storage bins just pull out from under the plywood. I don't need to have any special lifting or anything like that. And that does give me a lot of space. I did have a wooden platform bed in here that I took out because it took up space. It was weight in the van. And I saw another Nomad that had a piece of plywood over bins, and it was working beautifully for her, and that has worked well for me.
Mm-hmm.
I did slide the front seat up so I'd have enough room to put the bed in here. I have my water filter on the front seat and water storage on the floor. I have the gallons of water on the floor in the front. So every nook and cranny is utilized in this minivan. On the back of the bed, there's a little space here between the door and the bed, and there's like a tent down there, different things that I can shove in there and store, because the bed doesn't really slide all the way over because of the way the minivan is built. So every little nook and cranny is used for storage. When I drive, I take everything out of the front and put it in the back. And then vice versa, when I'm settled into a campsite, my guitar goes up there, the solar panels go up there. And actually, same thing every day. This all has to be moved when I sleep. So the books and the journals get moved over here. Things have to get kind of moved around so I can sleep comfortably. But it's very cozy. I'm very comfortable. And then in the morning, same thing. Make the bed, move things back so I have room and space inside the van. I started out with a Thetford. It was a small Thetford cassette toilet, like 2.5 gallon. And I found that I just did not like having to go find a place to dump that. And I have kind of graduated, which it works for me. I saved the top part of the Thetford, which is like a little toilet seat, and I put bags in there. I use a separate container for urine, so I do separate. And I use like these pine pet chips, like pet bedding chips, and just bag that up. And I double bag it, and I use a lot of bags.
Cool.
But so it's pretty well bagged up and then just disposed in regular garbage.
Yeah, like you would a diaper.
Diaper, adult diapers, dog waste.
Exactly.
And I think probably Nomads produce less waste than all of that combined. Yeah.
I agree. And so for urine, how do you separate?
I have a
container that you
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And that waters the desert.
Right. Awesome.
So this is a good bulk of my storage back here, which I really love this. I just put these cupboards in, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, Walmart drawers, and all of my kitchen and my food is back here. And then this is also my basement, my attic, my garage. So tools, bungee cords, storage like that, paperwork, all goes back here. So it gets it out of the main area in the van. And I like it. I think this works out really well for me. So I cook outside because I didn't want to have all the cooking in the van, and I really don't have room for it. So most of the time the weather is okay, and I have the kitchen in the back with all my storage and food, and I just cook out here, and it works just like a kitchen for me. I do have another table that I can set up, if I'm making a bigger meal, and it works fine. The table folds up, it's all compact, it folds up and goes into the back of the van. I wrote that book, Wild Women on the Road, I think after the first year that I was on the road, and it was to encourage women that are thinking about this, but also there is some really practical exercises in that book that help you to work through. I was a life coach in a previous life, in this previous life, and I learned a lot of tools to help work through some of the struggles that we have. So a lot of it is sorting out the emotions and the mental chatter that kind of hold us back from doing what we want to do. So there's a lot of that in the book, exercises that can help you figure out how to get here, how to get from there to here.
Great. Sounds like a great resource for newbies. I'm so grateful Mary Ellen was willing to share her home with us. I love how she has everything she needs for a comfortable and adventurous life in a tiny space. If you'd like to see more van and rig tours, van life tips, and other information to help women get on the road, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. I appreciate your thoughtful comments, and if you'd like to join in deeper conversation, join our Facebook group, Gal Adventurers. This is Joni with the Galavan. Enjoy your journey.